This is the story of The Barber of Seville, opera's most popular romantic comedy, filled with music so famous that you've heard it in everything from cartoons to movie soundtracks and commercials. This is Figaro, a barber and jack of all trades who everybody in town goes to for help when they need it. This is Count Almaviva, a Spanish nobleman who's in love with Rosina and really knows how to rock a disguise. This is Rosina, who's not going to let her old guardian put a ring on it just to get her money. And this is Dr. Bartolo, the creepy old guardian. He's not going to have a very good day. We're in Spain in the late 18th century where Count Almaviva's smitten with Rosina, but he's afraid she'll just love him for his mountains of cash. So he disguises himself as a poor student and tries to get her attention by serenading her. Sadly, he doesn't have a boombox, and so it really doesn't work. Luckily, Figaro arrives singing Figaro, 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 and bragging about how he's the top guy in the city, and the Count thinks, hey, maybe he can help. Meanwhile, Rosina sees them lurking outside her window, is totally interested in the Count/poor student, and paper airplanes him a note. Bartolo sees this and it makes him super grumpy. Figaro has a plan. The Count will disguise himself as a drunken soldier to get into the old guardian's house, because why wouldn't you let a drunken soldier into your house? In the meantime, Figaro tells Rosina that the poor student has the hots for her, and she gives Figaro another letter for him. Bartolo senses that he has to marry Rosina to keep her money. The Count/drunken soldier arrives and makes it clear to Rosina that he's the same guy from before. Bartolo isn't happy to see the Count/soldier, and they get into an argument so loud the neighbors call the police on him. Thankfully, the Count lets them know that he's nobility on the down low and gets out of the slammer. Act 2. It's about to get even more confusing. Guess what? The Count has another disguise that will get him even closer to Rosina. He'll dress up as her substitute music teacher. Rosina's caught on to the weird disguise game now, and so they plan their romantic getaway as Figaro distracts Bartolo with a shave and keeps Rosina's real music teacher from blowing the Count's cover. Bartolo catches on this time, though, and after evicting the Count, decides to marry Rosina immediately. He sends for a notary, convincing her that these other men, who he thinks are multiple people, would only betray her. Figaro and the Count return to an angry Rosina. In a moment of pure opera logic, the Count reveals who he really is, and apparently this makes everything okay. The lovers rejoice. The notary shows up, and Figaro persuades him to marry Rosina and the Count. And everyone but Dr. Bartolo lives happily ever after. Until the sequel, The Marriage of Figaro, but that's a story for another day. So join us at Lyric Opera of Chicago, where you don't need a disguise to enjoy a great rom-com. The Barber of Seville returns September 28th through October 27th. It's a zany, high-energy, fast-paced, feel-good romp through sunny Seville that'll be gone before you know it. Visit lyricopera.org and make your plans today.